Hey guys, welcome back to Pillbox Movies. I'm Hank, and today we're going to be watching the 2022 drama AFTERSUN. This is a film by director Charlotte Wells. Charlotte Wells is a Scottish director, and I believe AFTERSUN is actually her directorial debut, so yay, or debut feature, so yay, Charlotte Wells. Yeah, I'm interested in checking out AFTERSUN after seeing a lot of hype for it online. So, let's watch AFTERSUN. And before we get started, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more old, obscure, and art house films. Screen Scotland. I watched something from this area recently. Or it was an Irish film, sorry. I watched The Quiet Girl, a movie from this year or from last year. A very nice little Irish piece. Half in Gaelic. This is going to be a found footage horror movie.
Oh my god, what even is that?
These are my moves.
You are 130.
132?
31 in 2 days. When you were 11, what did you think you would be doing now?
Oh, is that mysterious father, the one we hope to know, the one we perhaps are on good terms with, familiar with, but we can never quite know what's going on in their heads. The illusion of familiarity, of understanding of your parents. As a stylistic device, I really like using the kind of mosaic tiling effect on camcorders when they're speeding through something to give a kind of sense of fractalization, of memories parsing in and out, of the kind of subjectivity and the malleability of memories. I think it's a really good kind of visual signifier for how imperfect and how impermanent memories actually are. So they're in Turkey now, taking a tour.
Hang tight, Bob, okay?
Okay. I'm fine.
And we've established that they have kind of a supernatural bond, that the daughter can sense when the father is anxious or wishes to protect her or wishes to say something to her. Please take your shoes off, you weird fucking white people.
Yeah, I booked a room with 2 beds, but we've only got the one here.
All you can do.
Okay, it's a good job. There we go.
Well, it has to be then.
A lot of really deep blacks in this movie so far. And I don't know if Wells is like a fan of Ackerman or not, but if she is, then there's a lot of use of vertical lines, I suppose. And again, building on the first scene, an idea that the father has a kind of private life, a separate life from the daughter's experience, that he purposely keeps away from her, but it's something that the daughter doesn't have as much access to, that she can only see in the periphery, that he kind of cultivates on the outside.
Everything okay at home?
What do you mean?
I mean, how are you and your mum getting along?
Yeah.
Okay, so
okay.
he and the mother have
Good.
divorced, and so this is a vacation that they're taking
Lads.
with their time together.
Wow, what did she tell you?
She didn't say anything. Why didn't you go over and introduce yourself?
Dad, no, they're like kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting the impression that this is a movie that a lot of daddy's girls will love. I don't remember what contingent of reviewers. I think a lot of reviewers have really responded with this movie, but I think if anybody that I've noted on Twitter loving this movie, it may have been some of the daddy's girl reviewers, which is fine and proper. Lord knows I've seen enough mommy issue reviews in my time.
Dad? He's good. Oh my god, he's doing some real slow motion ninja moves.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of kind of barriers or dividing lines between established between Sophie and Callum, but also in terms of things that Sophie observes regularly, that she seems to be behind. She seems to observe from a point of isolation or a point of division. How you watch the rest of the world from a window while you finish the hat.
Yeah, you've got a bit of rest there.
No danger. I'm right-handed and I'm playing with a kid, right? Go easy.
Yeah, and Sophie's already kind of testing limits, wanting to present as older, like she didn't want to associate with the kids at the pool, and now she wants to play with the teens after overhearing the girls discuss sexual misadventures.
I'm her dad, though, actually.
Sorry, mate, I just thought...
That's okay.
Don't drink from that beer. I already see it in your eyes. You'll take the ring to Sauron. It's so weird watching this right after Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon and have similarly aged characters, because Sophie is so different from Charlie. Sophie is expressing a lot of kind of thematic complexities in the same position as Charlie, but Charlie is like so comparatively overwritten. But like Sophie is seeing the world and expressing her thoughts of the world like a child, so she has childlike understandings of the world and childlike understandings of herself, but we're still able to see the world through her eyes and kind of understand the things that are kind of ruminating in her head.
What do you mean?
Well, like, sometimes at playtime, I look up to the sky, and if I can see the sun, then I think about the fact that we can both see the sun, so even though we're not actually in the same place and we're not actually together, we kind of are in a way.
Okay, so she has continuous thoughts of wanting to be
underneath
of the same like vantage point or connecting with her father.
kind of together.
And I guess maybe if we can glean the title,
We do
perhaps AFTERSUN, if it's, nothing else is suggested, AFTERSUN means is she still viewing the same sun after perhaps the death of her father?
Callum Aaron Patterson.
Callum Aaron
Getting ready to
Patterson.
see the-
You okay, Soph?
I don't know if it's a artistic decision exactly, but I really like how kind of overexposed and bright the camcorder footage is versus like the real life, the film footage. I don't know if this is the intent of the filmmaker, but the way that memory is presented in the camcorder, it's kind of sanitized and given like a shine and a gleam to it. All the moments of happiness and joy, perhaps presentational. He's watching the boys. She's watching all the boys.
A proper dive, so
I told you, I can't.
you were diving last year.
No, I wasn't.
Here.
It's really weird. Water's like vacations, but water is such a great kind of limit tester for relationships, such a kind of great visual metaphor for how relationships are formed and how they function. It's like this space that is simultaneously very soft and alluring and a place where we associate a lot of happiness, but it's also a place where kind of trust is tested, where limits are explored, how much we're willing to explore the unknown, push past our comfort zone. It's a place where sexuality is explored, a place where maturity, isolation, independence, cooperation, all of these things manifesting in this really simple, universal symbol of water, and specifically, I guess, of the ocean.
That's okay, darling. It's fine, I'm just a little tired today, that's all.
He withholds so much from her. It's like him being a good dad and stuff, not wanting to show his emotions too much, not wanting to show his vulnerability too much, wanting to be a place of comfort and strength for his daughter.
You need help? Yeah, please. Thanks.
I do wonder how that's going to manifest when she's older, though, or when she doesn't have him in her life anymore. If he's going to be this kind of strong,
Did you do all year round then?
supportive man,
My mother's mum.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
it might be too difficult for her. She's not getting enough access to him. She doesn't get to know him as much as she would want to know him.
I can't see myself before you, to be honest.
So is this a dad secretly gay narrative? We'll just put a pin in that. Dad's sick?
I'm Michael, by the way.
Yeah, you are.
We better have been practicing, Michael.
As 2021 in film has taught us, this is how you flirt.
That's my mom.
Didn't know we were keeping count.
Yes, she did.
It's a good line. I'm not gonna lie.
You okay through there?
I don't know. I guess. I just feel a bit down or something.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Don't you ever feel like you've just done a whole amazing day and then you come home and feel tired and down and feels like your bones don't work, they're just tired and everything is tired. Like you're sinking.
He's like every
It's
single
weird.
day.
We're here to have a good time, eh?
Yeah, he's definitely having a hard time telling her that he has a terminal illness, which he definitely does. Men will literally spit their toothpaste into the mirror rather than admit their feelings to their daughter.
Don't you think this one's lovely?
Yeah. Yes, actually.
Yeah, the mom was telling me that each of these carpets tell a different story. Like the symbols and motifs, they represent different things.
Him contemplating the carpet, contemplating time, contemplating eternity, contemplating stories, things that will be passed down.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Dude's gonna die. You don't buy an 850-pound carpet unless you're very rich or very approaching death. Oh. It's kept so restrictive, but you really get like a very, very expansive kind of history or worldview of Callum of the father without him really saying anything.
Take your time, girls.
Ooh, not
It's an
beer.
all-inclusive thing, so you can get as much as you want of anything.
Pushing me. Yes.
There's a nice cut there. Don't go in with them. I know. You have to because social pressure and shit, but do not go in with them. Oh, Sophie, pushing limits. Sophie, exploring a world that is not entirely her own.
What's that? Oh my god, what even is that?
These are my moves.
That is a
Oh,
fun
for
shot.
some
Jesus
embarrassing.
Christ.
Embarrassing. Interview me about
Look at that. Lubetsky can't do
I
that.
don't know.
Well,
Well,
An
I've
interaction
turned
and
11.
3 points of contact.
and you are 130.
And this is the initial
turning
recording from the beginning of the
131
movie.
2 days. Hello? What did you think she would be doing now?
Go on, so turn it off now, okay?
Yeah, he's upset. Whew. You know, she wanted that memory of you.
Okay, not recording. I recorded it in my little main.
Is she gonna be able to remember what he says?
What did you do for your 11th birthday?
When I was 11, nobody remembered it was my birthday. And I chose a toy phone. It was red.
Because he wants to communicate. Man, dads are fucking complicated. That scene was harrowing. Jesus Christ.
Want a sip?
I hate the stupid fucking movies that people champion and bandy about online. Why are you concentrating on all these terrible movies? Go watch something that actually affects you.
You didn't sign us up.
Of course I did. I've done it every holiday since I was like 5.
Yeah, well, maybe you're a little old for it now, Sophie.
You were supposed to be having fun.
Sophie, I'm not doing it, okay?
That's a real kid doing karaoke. The corner. That's me in the spotlight. Oh my god. I'm glad she doesn't know this. That this is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened. Stop. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, she's beginning to understand.
Big up Wells for Sophie!
Down you come, please. Here you are. Walk down here.
Her dad just left her out there. Just fucking let her fall off that ledge.
Doing what?
Offering to pay for something when I know you don't have the money.
Oh god. Now's not the time to argue. You were like 5 drinks in. Look at your fucking eyes, man. Don't. Just don't. Please don't. Please don't.
Sophie, come on. Let's call it an early night. Fresh for tomorrow, okay?
No, I'm staying down here for a bit.
Sophie, you're not too long.
Sophie, do not fucking drink. Him? This Liam Gallagher motherfucker? They're doing shots of beer, I guess, which is hilarious to me. I guess they are still teenagers at the end of the day. Oh my god. When's the first time you had a drink? Comment down below. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
I quite like you. Do you like me?
Boys got game. That was a good way to frame around not actually having them kiss. Good for them. This is what happens when you get a fucking female director sometimes. You don't fucking force your 10-year-old actors to kiss if they don't need to. Because you know what? Regardless of what you fucking adults think, that sort of shit might be important to them. Maybe let them stay kids for a while. You know, you've been drinking. I really hope you don't go drown on this vacation when I was talking about how the ocean symbolizes so many things. About wanting to have shared experiences, but also about testing limits. Number 1 rule in a movie. An ocean is an ocean if you go with a friend. Going alone to an ocean is committing suicide in filmic parlance. For more examples on that, see That Day on the Beach. I don't know when I'll get that video published, but somewhere, someday, some way. In my mind, there are all these traumatic outcomes to the story of this one night. And if it resolves itself this way, this will have been so much worse than any other outcome.
Miss.
Please, don't let it be this. She had her first kiss. This is gonna fuck her up forever. I mean, it would have already fucked her up forever.
Good night.
Good night.
But she had her first kiss. And, you know, he's, like, in her bed and kind of invading her space now. I'm glad he's alive, though. That would have been really fucked up if he had gone off and drowned in this one night. Gonna hate this reveal. You're gonna fuck me up with this reveal.
Are you okay? Yeah.
It's her. It's her in the future. I see. With her dad's carpet. So we're gonna end this movie because she's not allowed access to that information, so why would we? It'll be terribly cruel, but that will be kind of thematically consistent.
Oh. Okay, thanks.
So it was a normal vacation, but on the other side of things, on whatever secret, spiritual, psychic level, it wasn't a normal vacation. In terms of events, the normal things happened. In terms of something else, some sort of shift in Sophie's character or in Callum's character, even if it wasn't an event, a point of trauma, there's a moment where their relationship has shifted over the course of this interaction, and they won't be able to identify it until much later on.
Happy birthday, Dad.
You know, I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything as you get older, you know?
You know, you could do the same with her.
Could you promise me that you'll talk to me about it, okay?
Okay, but I'm never gonna do any of that anyway.
That's okay too.
What if you're not there in the
But
future?
if you do, remember, okay?
If you're not there, you should tell her all this stuff now. Everything that you're waiting to tell her. Because time's not always going to be on your side. Damn. Callum, you need to talk to your daughter. Oh!
Did you have a good holiday then?
The best. Wish we could have stayed for longer.
Yeah, so do I.
Me too. What?
I mean, why can't we?
What do you mean?
Can't we just stay here? Can't live in hotels for the rest of our lives.
Devastated. Absolutely devastated.
You can have the wafer.
Oh, thank you very much.
Falling apart.
Yes.
Can't handle things anymore. About to go on a tear. This is something I talked about for fucking the last movie. For Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon. If you have a character who doesn't know how to express something verbally to another one, maybe it needs to culminate in a dance scene.
I love you.
I can't believe, I really can't believe how powerfully some relationships, some understanding, revelation is captured in images without dialogue. Just understanding the relationship through the movement of human bodies. Chantal Ackerman-esque. And what relationship will she have with her child? Will she be able to verbalize these things? Will she need to express it with her body? Can she express it with her art? In what way can she be sincere with her children? and be sincere with her parents. Ah! Ah! Hey, Barry Jenkins produced this. That's cool. Seems like she probably secured some financing in Turkey by hiring a mostly Turkish crew. That's good. Put some money into the Turkish filmmaking economy and perhaps get a rebate on that. I think those sort of relationships are equitable or helpful when they're used for like independent directors trying to find creative solutions for financing and securing and producing their films. I don't like seeing it used for huge, big budget, mega power films. Utilizing these tax rebates and these tax havens to cut as many corners as possible while producing these gargantuan, offensive, anti-artworks. Sometimes it's fun to like watch these credits after an especially good movie. First of all, you want to take some time for yourself, but it's also kind of comforting to know that this many people had their hands on something like this, that this many people got to contribute and got to experience something actually worthwhile. Oh. I didn't know that Alex North wrote an Unchained Melody. I guess that makes sense. He wrote it for a movie, I guess. And then Elvis covered it. Ariel Strag. That's awesome. Special thanks to Ariel Strag and Robbie Strag. And did that say Alice Burnell? Wait, did it? No, Amanda Monzo. Okay. Ariel Strag is a independent comic book artist. She wrote a what's it called? I think I might still have it on me somewhere. But she wrote a kind of memoir series about her childhood and coming out of the closet after her very, 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 very messy early sexual encounters and her development as an artist. What was it called? Let me see if I still have it. I might have given it to a friend of mine. but it's like called like Anticipation or something to do with expectations. I don't really have anything further to add, I don't think. I think you should see it. I think it's really good. It's almost made me spiteful of the existence of other films that feel no emotional capacity in comparison. Watching this, I was so mad at other reaction YouTubers. I understand this because I've purposely cultivated a YouTube channel and reaction channel that's against what reaction channels are for. But this endless loop of reaction channels cycling through the same content of films that don't make you feel anything, that have no personality, they have nothing personal to them. They have personality, sure, whatever, but the insistence on moviegoers to stay in their lane, to not explore, to not open themselves up to new experiences is this is a fucking bummer. I don't really want to complain about that, though. This movie's really good. The idea that we never have access to what's the point of trauma, what's the point of crisis between Sophie and Callum is really, really, really challenging reality that the movie has us live in. Rationally, you understand that knowing what it is won't change their conditions anymore for the better. It won't help me as an audience member to know whether he has a terminal illness, whether he's secretly gay, whether he's been self-harming, whether he may have even been sexually abusing Sophie. In reality, all these things are immaterial to the actual story that's being told, that there's a secret wedge between Callum and Sophie, no matter how much both of them try to make up for it. And that wedge ends up affecting Sophie when she grows up, or affecting Sophie after her father has passed. And she's worried that Wedge is going to be there when she has her kids and raises them and wants to be a good parent for them too. As the movie went on, I made a joke that it felt Ackerman-esque. I actually think going further into it and realizing that it's also a queer narrative with queer influences in it, especially with Ariel Schrag and stuff, that most likely Charlotte Wells is familiar with the works of Chantal Ackerman, so I'm guessing that was an intentional influence as opposed to arbitrary. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed this. You should go watch it. Click the like button and subscribe for more old, obscure, and art house films. And yeah, genuinely, go watch fucking beautiful movies. Go watch some movies that'll change your life.